Hi guys, welcome back. All right, so this is going to be a single storyline. This is one where we assume our lead character is single. This is not one about exes and all that. And in honor of the fact that the spring equinox is tomorrow, and I'm putting out actually a series of videos for every single zodiac. I'll finish them up tonight, well, or into the wee hours of tomorrow morning, Monday morning. But it's all kind of about the change in light. If you're in the northern hemisphere, you know that our days are starting to get longer as of tomorrow, so we're gonna have more light, and that's really exciting. It's a great time, or at least it's one of my favorite times of the year. So I want to kind of keep that in mind, like more light, more energy, more invigorating flow. So let's just see what that means for our character. So we start out with actually a Four of Wands that landed in the reverse here. We have a Five of Coins upright. We have a Wheel of Fortune upright. And we have the High Priestess. So as I said at the beginning, these single stories are not about exes returning. We assume our lead character is totally single. And this is just kind of like putting those finishing touches on saying a situation that I might have given a heck of a lot to, and I might have kind of come out a little bit poorer for, is all going to be replenished to me with that Wheel of Fortune. Even if, let's put it this way, a Four of Wands is like if the two of us were going to make a table and I did half the work and I made my two table legs and the other person only made one table leg, and now I'm left with it and I got to finish that fourth table leg. They didn't put in as much energy as I did, right? And that kind of sucks because maybe I got to go buy some more wood, and then I got to do the work, and I got to make sure it's all level, and I got to do all the finishing touches. And that kind of sucks. But guess what? Because they bailed on the project, guess who's left with that whole table when the whole thing is done? I put in 75% of the work. They put in 25%, but who gets all of it? Kind of I do, because I got all the lesson out of it. I got everything that I put in is actually still mine, plus I got the lesson. So did I really lose? I did not. In fact, I now know even better how to like finish off making something like that. Now I can sell it and maybe make that money myself. Maybe I learned better about how to construct furniture. Whatever this is, our lead character is saying, I didn't really lose it all, did I? Nope, I didn't. And I've moved on from it for sure. But now our lead character is also saying, I didn't just learn, and I didn't just not lose. I also realized that my intuition got like tuned up to like 11. My intuition is pretty much like as sharp as it's ever been. I think that our character is just now realizing just how much they gained out of that experience. And it's really nice to see a character looking back at something, not just feeling depleted, but actually realizing, oh my God, not only did I not really lose, but I actually gained more. That I think is going to be a bit of a surprise for our character, but the fact that their intuition is so beautifully honed at this point, I would say that that's a really, really powerful message. Hang on, I'm having trouble deciding on what deck. I think we'll go with this. Yeah, let's go with this deck and this deck. Since springtime is all about animals. Hi, everybody. So glad you're here. Jess, Tammy, Patricia, hello, hello. All right, let's go ahead and jump on into an animal deck. Four of Wands in the upright. Okay, so we just had a complete do-over for our character, didn't we? They started out with the Four of Wands in the reverse. They think this out and they go, you know what? I didn't lose anything. Actually, for some reason, I feel like I won. Why do I feel like I won? Oh my God, it's because I now know exactly what it is I do want. The next time I build a table with somebody, I already know what kind of person I want to build that table with. I know what my Four of Wands looks like, who my real partner is. I want somebody who's fun, somebody who works hard, plays hard. I want a partner that's beside me. And it might just be, this could be that our lead character is actually already meeting somebody. It could be that they're recognizing that they've already encountered someone who they can see as like, that person is wifey or husband material. I'm realizing I wouldn't have noticed I feel like they're looking for a different quality of person than who they ever used to think that they were going to match with. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, Knight of Swords. I'm telling you, a lot of our singles reads lately have ended up being stories about single people not being single but much longer. And this looks like it's going to be one of those, because we have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. This person is not just going to be out there having their own abundance. Things are changing kind of in a heartbeat. And you know, when I said it, I wonder if the kind of person that our lead character now realizes they would want in a long-term partnership, so different than who they used to think they would match with. And here we've got a cat and a horse. Well, or maybe it's the cat and the bird. I don't think so, because the birds are messengers. And you notice how the cat is reaching out, almost like if, think of the messengers as like whatever you wish. You can think of them as angels. You can think of them as guides. You can think of them as whatever, you know, substitute whatever word you wish. But I kind of think of it as like, you know, the universe kind of like allows us to make all of our own choices, but certainly lays out opportunities. Just like when you're driving a car down the road, there's a highway, and then there's an old highway, and there's a freeway, and then there's detours, and there's back roads, and you get to pick which route you take. Some are more expedient than others. The bottom line is there's lots of different options available, and we still just get to pick what we want. But it certainly might help us if we saw a big, huge sign that said, you know, warning, crash ahead, and we go, okay, I don't want to go down that road. I'm going to take that back road instead. We have still the choice, but we don't have to take it. I feel like that's what the bird was. The universe kind of gave our lead character a little bit of a nudge and said, I know you're not used to this kind of a person, or you never thought you would want this kind of a person. Maybe they work in a whole different industry. Maybe like our lead character has been someone who's like, they're into like traditional medicine, and the person that they now realize could be their real love match is someone who's all about like holistic. And so you would think that those two probably are on total opposite sides of the coin, and indeed they may be, but that doesn't mean that they won't be complementary to each other. And that's what the universe is saying. It's like, you never know. Something that looks so perfect on paper can still be a train wreck, and then something that seems like, how would we match, how would we mesh, could actually be like the greatest you know, benefit, because they can do things we can't do, and vice versa. They have ideas we don't have, and vice versa. So if the two complement and respect each other, this thing could get off the ground really fast. It's just interesting that our lead character would not have dreamed that this would be the kind of person that they might fall for. So it's reevaluating. If I were to say anything about how I interpret this, the whole, you know, vernal equinox, it's that everything is about a cycle. But when a cycle returns, just like hands on a clock, you know, we pass by 12 and then we pass by it again. The clock isn't ever going backwards, and it always denotes passage of time. And during that passage of time, we've aged, we've grown, we think differently. Maybe we learned something in the last 12 hours that have totally rocked our world. When the sun returns on the vernal equinox, it's kind of like that. Like the clock is past 12, and we get a chance to reassess things, but we're a little wiser now. We're a little older now. So this character is saying, yeah, something didn't work out in the past, but I realized I didn't really lose, because actually I'm moving in a better direction. And I'm also contemplating, I don't know that the kind of person I used to be with actually suited me. Maybe someone totally different is actually what I'm looking for now. And I'm deeply intuitively acknowledging that I hadn't been welcoming in the right kind of mate, all because I couldn't have seen myself with that person until now that, you know, the sunlight is brighter, and I'm just more aware that the qualities that somebody has that are different than anything I ever thought I'd find, those might be just the qualities that I actually really want. It's really sweet. It's really nice. Look at this. We got an Empress. We got a 10 of Pentacles. We got a 2 of Wands. We got the Lovers, and we got the Death card. This is going to be a short and sweet one, because the message we get is kind of on repeat right now. I feel like our lead character is the reason they're going to have so much success moving forward, particularly in romance. And I'm sorry, that's all this one seems to be about, is romance. But it's not really that. It's a romantic partner, but it's more about how our character views what they want nowadays. how maybe they even view themselves. But this is a partner or an individual who is really, they're ready for something stable, something long-term. Even if they were like, no, I'm single, I want to stay single, I've been single for 15 years. At this point in time, this lead character has had this epiphany, and they're like, wait a minute, I thought I was single and wanted to stay single because I definitely didn't want the kind of person that I thought had been my perfect mate, and then it didn't work out. Maybe they were never my perfect mate. Maybe my perfect mate is somebody I never would have been open to meeting up until this moment. So we've got a real epiphany for this character. And it's like, I didn't realize what compliment I was looking for. This would be the equivalent of saying, sorry guys, if you've ever eaten like apple pie and then, you put that slice of sharp cheddar cheese on it, it's like, ew, gross, but then it's actually really tasty. If somebody didn't introduce you to it, didn't tell you like, this is really good together, you might not have known it, right? But it's kind of a thing, and most people know that it's pretty tasty together, even though it sounds so opposite. It's as if she didn't know what would actually complement her, not because it's like she didn't know what hole she had that needed to be filled by something, what gaping, emptiness she had, and who would really fill it for her, because an empress doesn't really have a gaping hole that needs to be filled. She's very self-assured and confident. But again, it's like, who would have guessed that? I mean, cheese is good on its own, apple pie is good on its own, you put them together and simpatico, it's almost like she didn't even know that something could complement and make her life that much better. So at this point, it was definitely a crossroads she hadn't known she was at. It's only just now becoming so obvious. I think that this is a character who has possibly been not just single for a long time, but was even of the opinion that, what do you mean? I don't have libido. I'm not going to meet somebody and have that rambunctious love life again. Oh yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. They just hadn't met the person that is going to awaken that in them until now. This is a major transformation. It's so funny that our character is like, as knowledgeable and as solid as they are in who they are, even an empress still has some surprising things to learn about herself. I really feel like this is a character, and by the way, I don't read for gender, so it could be masculine or feminine, but somebody who really thought that I'm not going to have a romantic love life. Even if I meet someone, it's going to be like a partnership, a friendship. It's like, no, actually, they're probably going to be super turned on by this person and vice versa. And I think that that's going to be a big shock to this character, because I think they really had gotten to the point where love or romance or relationships were viewed as more like practicalities instead of that thing that makes your heart pound and just gives you butterflies and really is super exciting and alluring. I think that that's kind of cute that our empress, as intelligent as they are, they kind of got themselves wrong. They put themselves into a bracket where it's like, no, I mean, but things of like that, the physicality of love, I mean, that's definitely not something that'll probably ever happen for me again. And it's like, when you fall for the right person, all kinds of things wake back up. So kind of a sweet message on that. And it is kind of like it's springtime, so it's a frisky time. Anyway, that's what we got on this one. It was super fun. You guys, thank you so much for being here. If you do enjoy my fictional storytelling, please do give it a thumbs up. Please do subscribe. Let's my free channel continue to grow a little bit. And thank you so much for that assistance. And giving it a thumbs up lets me know that you like the channel and you want it to still be here, and then I'll keep doing it. So thank you guys, as always. Hello. Bruce, you're so awesome. Thanks for being here. Hi, Leah Love. Colt, hello, my dear. Colt, I will be doing the Cancerian video actually probably after this, but I'm going to have to take a break and go take my dog on a walk first. But I know you always watch the Cancerian videos. So, Colt, it'll be out tonight, I promise. And it'll be kind of coming up soon. So, Earth Angel 7, hello. That's awesome. I'm glad you're ready. Yale, how are you? Walikala. Yasas. Tekanate. How are you? Hi, Cheryl. So, you know what, y'all? I just talked to somebody else in the comment section who said that they're from Athens. And I was like, oh, I know Athens so well, like the back of my hand. Thank you. I love anything that reminds me of Greece, always puts a big old smile on my face. So, yeah. And so thank you for being here and for reminding me of what bits of the Greek language I know. Melissa, thank you for being here. LP Scorp, hello, hello. Oh, very cool. Tammy Secord, that's awesome. A 1 hour and 48-minute conversation. That's amazing. Oh, that's wonderful, honey. You know, I'm always wishing you nothing but the best. Light, light, light. What a cool name. I love that. Thank you for bringing your light, light, light here. Hello, Victoria. All right, you guys, have a wonderful, wonderful, oh my gosh, seriously? Florida was almost as cold as New York today. Oh my gosh. I had no idea. I hadn't checked. Thank you, Angelina. It's so funny. I don't know that I have an accent, you know, in Greek, because it's the way I learned it. And so, you know how you never know if you have an accent, but other people do hear it. And so, if I still. Anyway, all right. I'm not going to say Kalinishta because I'm not being gone for the rest of the evening. So just say Kalispera. Good afternoon, because it's not nighttime yet for me, but I will be back in a while. But thank you guys, everybody, for hanging out with me, and I will see you again soon. Bye. Mystic Rose, thank you, sweetheart. To you also.